What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm sharing 10 popular baby products that in my opinion are definitely worth the splurge. Some of these are like, splurge items. Some of them are actually not too expensive. So it's just a variety of different things ranging from newborn all the way up until like, stuff my son uses now still, and he is a 1.5 years old. I thought this video would be really fun to make because I know there's just like a crap load of baby products out there that people tell you that like you need or you don't need. So many mixed opinions and reviews, and just like with this video, all the other videos that are similar to this or like this, it's all based on each family's personal experience, what they personally enjoy, what they personally think they need, because everyone's situation is totally different. So just remember that going into this video, yes, these worked for me, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for everybody because everyone's situation is different. However, it is really nice to watch these types of videos just to see like what worked for moms, what worked for babies, what some things didn't work before purchasing things. It's always nice to hear just like a mix of the good and the bad, and just to see what each person's experience was like, because then you can help make that decision for yourself. And because we all know baby products can get or are ridiculously expensive, like what? With that being said, don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and let's go ahead and dive right in. So the first one is so bougie, I will admit. It was my biggest bougie purchase, baby purchase I have ever made, and this was on the thumbnail too. So it's the UPPAbaby stroller. So we have the UPPAbaby Cruise. More often you'll see moms have the Vista, because the Vista is a lot bigger and you can do 2 attachments at once. So you can do like 2 strollers, or you can do 2 car seats. We went with the Cruise. We tested both out. We went with the Cruise just because it's smaller, and we just didn't want to have anything like super bulky. And I know regardless of what stroller you get, you will, strollers are big, but the Vista in my opinion was just like outrageously big. It was really heavy, so the Cruise is actually a lot better in my opinion. Just, it all depends on your situation. We went with the Cruise, and honestly you guys, we love it so much. It is expensive, but one thing I really love about it is how sturdy and how high quality it is. I encourage you guys to even go to like buybuy BABY if you're like searching for a new stroller, because they have like so many strollers that you could test out. They have them all out there. We literally tried every single one, and this one was our favorite because it's so high quality and sturdy. And also, if you're like planning to have multiple kids, I mean, this stroller will definitely last multiple kids, just because the quality is really there. It's not cheap. It rides really smooth. So anyways, it was a very bougie and expensive purchase. It was actually a gift, but Alex and I requested it. We specifically wanted this stroller. I would have paid for it myself, if it wasn't given as a gift, because it is literally worth every penny. And once you're done having kids, you can actually sell it, and you can actually sell it for a really good price too. And the next one is definitely very bougie. This one in the UPPAbaby stroller, it's like you see every single blogger have this one, and I know I have them too. I got suckered into it. But honestly, I really like it. So it's the Mamaru, the baby swing. I really like it. So we had a really good experience with it. It's expensive. It's like over $200. I know, it's outrageous. You can get other baby swings that are like super simple, that just kind of go side to side, for I believe under $100. We were considering that too, but I really wanted to try this one because it has different settings. It's more of like a glide, and I heard that babies get really addicted to the really hard rocking motion that, whenever you try to put them asleep, sometimes, obviously each baby's different, but sometimes they, really want that rocking motion. So I went with something that was like more smooth, and Nathan really liked it. He actually had phases where he really liked it, and then he didn't like it so much. Only thing is that Nathan gained weight so fast in the first 6 months that like after that we couldn't really have him on there anymore. I mean, like I tried to push it until 8 months for him, but he was just too heavy. So there is a weight limit on there. Listen to the weight limit, because it starts kind of like slowing down and almost like just having a really hard time moving because there's just too much weight on there. So Nathan just grew really fast in the first 6 months, so I do recommend definitely listen to the weight restrictions. Okay, next one Nathan still uses to this day, and it's glass bottles. I mentioned this in my diaper bag essentials video because I'm obsessed with using glass bottles. They're so much better to use than plastic, especially if you're warming up the bottles. Like, we warm up milk for him. It's just so much better to warm things up when it's in glass rather than plastic, and it also keeps the heat in longer. So a lot of times with glass bottles, if we're going out somewhere and I know he's gonna have a nap, I'll warm up his milk bottle a little bit extra, and then I'll put it in the diaper bag in like a sealed like little pouch that it has in there, where it helps keep the heat in there longer, and it'll like stay warm for hours and hours, and then by the time he's ready for his nap, the milk is still warm if we're out and about. So that's kind of like my little secret, is like using glass bottles, because it keeps the heat in there so much longer. It's so much better for them. Fourth one is definitely very popular and kind of trendy, I believe, but it's Wubbin Up. So it's these pacifiers that that has like an animal attached to it. Nathan specifically is obsessed with these. We have like 3 of them and he loves them so much. It's kind of like his little stuffed toy slash like comfort, the pacifier, and they're expensive. They're like close to $20 for one, but Nathan loves it so much. We don't use any other pacifier, and just like with any pacifiers, you don't know what your baby's gonna like. So what we did is we bought like one of different kinds, and then he eventually just leaned more towards the Wubbin Up because it's so soft. It's easy to find in the crib, so when they're sleeping at night, it's so much easier for them to find the pacifier if it's like attached to a toy, because he knows that like, oh, it's a little toy, okay, that's my binky. Also, Nathan did not like it until he was about, I would say 5 or 6 months old, because it was too big for his mouth. But once he got bigger and a little bit older, so 5-6 months, he only uses it. So I recommend, keep those pacifiers, like all the different kinds that you got for your kids, and you can just keep trying out new ones, like keep trying them out or retrying them as they get older, because that's how it happened with Nathan. He was just using this like really basic ones, and then he eventually moved to that one at 5-6 months old. Next one, I actually have it on hand here, but it's Sophie the giraffe. So this is definitely like a popular expensive baby toy, or like a teether. But Nathan really liked this because it's just so easy for them. Like, just the fact that they use the giraffe as a teether is so smart, because with a lot of teethers, it's just to make sure it doesn't choke them. They can't have like anything that goes really far back, but a lot of times they'll teeth back there and want to chew back there. So I love that with the giraffe and with the legs, I mean, they can really go back there and like chew and stuff. So they won't choke on this, and it's easy for them to like go back to their back teeth to chew on it. Nathan actually still uses this from time to time, kind of just to play around with it. The next one is Hatch Nest sound machine slash nightlight. So we have this in Nathan's bedroom, of course, on his dresser, and we've had it since, day one. And we've always set like a rain sound for him in that one, and it's the best. It really is nice to keep like a calm and soothing environment in their bedroom. And it's a nice little nightlight that you can change like to a bunch of different colors. It's actually, you have an app on your phone, so you can either change it through the sound machine itself, like at the bottom, change the like sounds and the lighting, or you can use the app on your phone. So if you're in another room, you can switch it if you want to. You can also program it to have a different setting in the morning, so at a certain time it could play like a different sound. If you want your kid to woken up at a certain time, you can like program it. It is expensive, but we've used it every single day, all day, and it's a nice, really pretty little light, and it also looks very aesthetically pleasing. Just super simple, white. You can change different colors. It looks really pretty sitting on the dresser. And a few bigger things that Nathan really liked. The first one was a walker. He really liked it, so we got this one specifically. So it comes in multiple different colors, so if you want like something more girly, it comes in like pinkish purple colors. Nathan has like the green and orange one, but I love how in the front of it has like little toys and stuff, and then the back of it where they, that's where they can start walking. So in the beginning, Nathan of course horse just kind of got on his knees and he would play with the front of it. Has like different sounds and buttons and fun things, so he played with that constantly. And then eventually he started pulling himself up and started learning to walk using that, and he used it until he learned to walk, which was like, you know, officially like 10 months old is when I put it away because he wasn't so interested in it anymore. But it was really nice to help him to start walking. Next one, so this was probably Nathan's favorite one out of all the like baby products we bought, but it's a bouncer. Oh my goodness, it was his favorite thing in the whole wide world. We started putting him in there around 3 months old and he loved it so much. Got this one here, and it, you know, has all the fun little different colors. I know there's like other kinds out there that look more aesthetically pleasing, that are more neutral colors, but honestly, like, I kind of prefer to get more colorful things for kids just so it helps them develop and things like that. But I loved this one and he loved it so much too. It was literally like one of the best gifts that we got because we just got so much use out of it. It was crazy. Okay, and the next one, this isn't really like a popular baby product, but it's a small high chair. I know there's like a brand that's like really popular. I cannot remember which one it was, but anyways, we decided not to spend a lot on a high chair. We just didn't think it was worth it, to be honest, and you know, our opinions. But of course, like with each mom situation, we pick and choose what we want to save or splurge on when it comes to baby products. We splurged on a couple things, and this is one of the things we wanted to save on because we just didn't feel the need for us to have like a really expensive high chair. Anyways, we live in a really small space, so a small high chair was the best. We got this one from Amazon and we love it so much. It's so simple, it's so minimal, it doesn't have any crazy features or anything. It's just what we need. It's something super simple, all white, and easy to clean because it's all plastic. Also, one thing I highly recommend with high chairs is avoiding the ones that have like a fabric cover. Like, yes, those are technically more comfortable for them, but it's such a pain in the butt to clean. That's like another thing you would have to like scrub and clean, and I already have a lot of laundry to do and I don't want to worry about scrubbing it or throwing it in the wash and making sure it's ready for the next time he goes and sits on the high chair. It's just not worth it. So just get the ones that wipe really easy, you know, to clean, just like with a wet napkin, either like the plastic ones, or there's other kinds that like have a smooth finish to it as well. I'm not sure what the material is honestly, but those are nice as well. So it just makes it so much easier to clean up and wipe things down. So I'll link the one that we have exactly down below because we really like it. It's super small, which is perfect. Okay, and the last thing, which I probably could have had as the first thing because it's a newborn thing, but it is onesies. So onesies, hands down, is like one of the best things you can either gift or you can get for your baby for when they are in the newborn stage, because constant diaper changes, spit ups, and just so many changes, and they just get dirty so fast, and blowouts, you know. So I just recommend just get a crap load of onesies. It's literally the best. You can get them for so cheap as well. And the ones that I love so much is when they're newborns, they're constantly like touching and rubbing their face, and you don't want them to scratch themselves with their nails. The onesies that have the mitts that fold over, so you can leave them unfolded or you can fold them over, are seriously like the best invention ever. You can get like the plain mitts. We had both. We had those onesies and we had ones with mitts. The ones with mitts, yes, they're so adorable, but they fall off constantly, and like you lose one and you're like, crap, now I have a missing one. So it's just so much easier getting the onesies that just pull over. Literally, you can thank me later for it if you haven't known about this. I'm pretty sure everybody knows about this, but just in case you haven't, it is the best. Alright, so we made it to the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed seeing my top 10 favorite baby products that we loved using from newborn up until, you know, 1.5 years old. Nathan obviously doesn't use a lot of them anymore because he's all grown up now. Some of the stuff he still does use, and as always, everything is going to be linked in the description box down below if you happen to be interested in anything. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this, and again, thank you so much for watching. I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!